But if you go by the date that's given, it doesn't cite the 16th of Kislev, and the 1335 absolutely comes, it appears, on the 16th of December, which is the 16th of Kislev. They just happen to line up, which is interesting. I'm going to show you some other things that I learned. Why I do not believe there is any chance you could get to January 15th. I wasn't sure of that last week, but we'll come to these things slowly. But I'm going to tell you some things I've learned, and then we can hope for that or expect what I talk about. Let's go back to the 1290 days, because a week ago I was wondering if this was 1260 or 1290. I want to resolve absolutely once and for all time that is 1290. Now that's critical also to keep us out of January. I want to lay it out in a most powerful way. That cannot change. The series, let me just explain something. This is helpful, very important to me. The series most naturally has enough material to December 16th, which will be the Sabbath of the 14th, 2 weeks away. Not January 15th, which is out anyway. Of course, some of it could be stretched into whole sermons if I went a little longer, for instance. So all the December 16th points, 1335, all of them appear to hold. Tevet 1 is a Moed, December 16th is not. It's merely a Monday night. Now here we go. What about this? Tevet 1 is New Year's Eve. It is the night of December 31st. Now you got to just pause and say, wow, the implications and the things that brings with it are almost a tsunami. This is a Moed. It's even a Moed in the world, if you want to say. The Apostle Paul in Colossians 2 and verse 16 says that the pneumonia is a shadow. The pneumonia is the new moon that brings a new year. December 31st lines up with Tevet 1. It lines up with January. It lines up with a new year. This year, it's 1 week after Christmas, almost like get to Christmas, wait exactly 1 week from the start of the 24th to Tevet 1. So God is hinting in 100 different ways, so to speak, you're in the right period of time. It's a pneumonia. Remember Colossians 2:16, let no man judge you in regard to meat or drink or in regard to a holy day or of a new moon or of Sabbaths. Only new moon is pneumonia, and I've given in this series a lot of history showing that pneumonia is the start of not just any old Roman month, but it's the one that begins a new year. What are the odds that you'd have Tevet 1 and January 1 on the same day, 15 days after the 1335, which is the first day where 1 week would be true and lawful, both true and lawful. Now, Nebuchadnezzar is going to claim to be all gods in one. Remember, January 1st invokes Janus Bifrons, the god who looks backward at the last year, 2 faces, and forward to the next year. Surely Nebuchadnezzar, who well knew Janus Bifrons, would claim to be above him, not just Almighty God, but above all gods, it says in multiple places. How interesting that the father of all gods, not the Father in heaven, Janus Bifrons, would be turning one of his years right at the moment, sundown, on Tevet 1. You could argue maybe even midnight, because a cry goes out at midnight and it's exactly January 1, and we wait 15 days and a few hours to a cry at midnight. Now, these are uncanny things. What do I do with these? disregard them because I don't like them and I want salvation on the 15th. I wanted salvation about 30 years ago. And I was hoping for it up to 55 years ago. It didn't come. But these are things, still a lot on the list. A 15-day wait. There are verses that suggest this is a 1-hour wait. You wait 1 hour. 15-day wait is exactly 1/24th of a 360-day year. Wow. Tevet is the 10th month. And by the way, Nebuchadnezzar returned in the month that he first came to Jerusalem. He attacked Jerusalem in Tevet 10. That's why it's a fast day. God would turn it to a feast 9 days after a Tevet 1 coming. God works and thinks in tens, so he starts his kingdom in the 10th month. Tens are all through the Bible. I just didn't know how to apply it. Haggai means festive. This certainly fits a new moon to start, and even the Feast of Dedication, and just festive because, of course, you're seeing people you've never known or haven't seen for a long, long time. December 16th, I'll just say one more time, fits neither. But if all hell broke loose and we were going to be guarded together, not just me or one of you or some of us, we're going to be guarded, assuming we've done God's will, then it has powerful meaning. What an amazing coincidence that only fits 24-25. 2024 and 2025. What a statement it becomes that God would give us about the end of this calendar year. It would be years, it is years, before things would align this way again. Is that a proof of the year as well as the time of year? Well, there's a lot of coincidences you got to line up here.